Not only is he a rising star in Hollywood, he is also one of my former teammates at the University of Delaware. And I'll give you the quick scouting report on Laith. Great defensive lineman, super strong dude, beast in the weight room, the best field goal kick artist I've ever seen in my entire life. He's like Mutombo out there blocking field goals. Laith, appreciate you for joining us here on the show. I think you can respect I'll play hurt, which is why my voice is a little jacked up right now. So just ignore that. Good to see you, Laith. Been a long time. Haven't talked to you. Which is why it was so fun to see you pop up on my social media feed as Gronkowski on the FX show.
Right.
How do you nail the Gronk so well? It's like the show, I think, has a conversation about it, and then everybody goes, but the guy that plays Gronk absolutely nailed it. How did you do it?
Oh, man. Tim, first off, good to see you, bro. It has been forever,
yes,
man.
It has.
Big blue, baby. Long time friends. Gosh, I've known Rob 14 years. The Gronks have always been family friends. My cousin Mojo and Dan Gronk played football together at the University of Maryland, so that's how we knew them in the first place. And Papa Gronk actually got my cousin his start in the WWE. So we go way back, and just got to tell you, a lot of party weekends together where we shared a lot of laughs in Boston, Vegas, all over the country. But so just getting to hang out with him, have a good time, and just kind of pick up on the mannerisms, the cadence of his speech, that accent. It's a wild accent, just kind of assimilated over the years, it's wild.
So does, you're massive, right? And you were when we played. Does Gronk only hang out with giant, strong dudes?
Yeah, I mean, we all tend to roll together. I guess we are a very intimidating squad now that I think the bouncers at these clubs, they kind of just leave us alone, and they're like, all right, let them do their thing. They'll tire out eventually, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's absurd. Did you talk to Gronk before doing the show? Did you say hey, dude, I'm going to be doing an impression of you or acting as you in this show?
Yeah. So basically, we were filming Kick of Destiny 2, the commercial spot for FanDuel. And literally one evening I had to run through an exploding wall for him. Didn't even have time to shower, hopped on a red eye, flew all the way to New York, went straight to set and filmed that scene in the locker room that you guys saw go viral with Aaron Hernandez. So it was wild, but I got the blessing from him, which was always great. It's good to have him back you. So
we're talking with Laith Wallschleger, my former teammate, and Rob Gronkowski. He plays Rob in FX's American Sports Story, which you can see now. Also the lead in Lifetime's upcoming movie Christmas in the Spotlight, which I read the description. It's about a romance between a mega pop star and a pro football star that find love and all of that. Are you allowed to say this was inspired by the Swift-Kelsey relationship?
Technically, I am playing a character by the name of Drew Gonville, who starts to develop a little bit of a romance with this world superstar by the name of Bowen Sykes. But it was, if you take a look at the plot and the script, it kind of goes hand in hand, real life scenarios with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. So certainly inspired, but not necessarily an impression like the one I did with Gronk on the show. So
are you aware of how nuts the Taylor Swift fans are, and whether it is or isn't a direct of that relationship? I guarantee you they're going to parse through it, and if there's anything that upsets them, your mentions are donezo.
We hope to get the stamp of approval from the Swifties. We love the Swifties. We welcome all. And of course, the Swifties are more than welcome to bring their moms. I think it's a good Christmas movie for everybody involved. But hopefully we do them justice. We'll see.
I have to admit, it's been really fun. I knew you were doing voiceover stuff, and I'd heard through the grapevine, some commercials, some stunt work. But it was really fun. I was poking around on your website today. I watched some of your reels. You had scenes where Will Forte, who is a comedic legend, SNL guy, was basically trying to make you laugh like 2 feet from your or 2 inches from your nose. Commercial with Mike Singletary, NFL Hall of Famer. You were in 80 for Brady with, I mean, same. It's Jane Fonda. It's Lily Tomlin. It's like legendary actresses. So I'm gonna throw this one at you. More nerve-wracking. Like when maybe a 2011-12 quarterback throws a pick and the defense has to go out there, backs against the wall and get a stop, or you're getting ready to do a scene with like a Hollywood heavyweight. What's more nerve-wracking for you? And that quarterback was definitely not me putting you in that situation.
Never, Tim. Never.
Yeah.
I tell you what. When I was playing, I tend to psych myself out of the game before I even played. I wasn't as solid mentally as I am now. But when I went to the NFL, kind of like scenes today when you're on set, you get like one shot. So there is no time to second guess yourself, doubt yourself, judge yourself. You just got to go 100% balls to the wall and let it fly. I mean, when I was filming the Gronk scene, there are dudes laughing at me, like, thinking I'm just ridiculous, but it worked. Sometimes you gotta walk out on a limb and just give it all you got, and see how it goes. So I would say definitely more nerve-wracking back then playing football than it is today.
Do you have some heat on you now? I imagine like you're now a more wanted actor. Do you have something in the pipes coming up, or some job you're circling?
I am actually I'm currently in New York right now filming a show called Poker Face. The new season 2. It's going to be on Peacock. And then I have a couple new shows. Filmed a show called Paradise with Sterling K. Brown and James Marsden. That should be coming out fairly soon. Also, Judge Judy has a new narrative show that I play a detective on for an episode. So doing a little bit of everything these days, And I also can't announce this, but I'm going to be the face of a big brand coming up, and that will be unveiled probably November 4th, I want to say, or at least in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see. I can't say exactly who, but you will be seeing this character many places.
I'm excited for that, and I'll be on the lookout. Last one for you here. Most intimidating person you've worked with. You just dropped some heavyweights there. And I guess you could include the football guys. I know you're on the Cardinals, so you could throw like Larry Fitz or Judge Judy. I don't even know how you compare those two.
Judge Judy's a badass. She doesn't mess around. And she owns that courtroom, my friend. But gosh, most intimidating person?
Like the Hollywood whole scene is just intimidating to me because they're like, they're so much more celebrities, I guess.
I tell you what, I did a movie called Paterno way back in the day, starring Al Pacino. And he has a scene as Joe Pa where he comes into like the team meeting room like we used to have and addresses the team for the first time after the scandal has just broke. And literally watching him work, there's no action or cut. He just starts talking, tells a random story that's off script, goes into the dialogue, pulls out, maybe gives you like 3 takes, and he goes, "All right, thank you. That's it." Walks off.
That's Al Pacino. I think I could do the speech pretty well right now. Like with the rasp going on. Laith, we appreciate it. On this show, I was loosely promised a producer credit on the Entourage reboot if it's centered around an athlete by Jerry Ferrara. So when you need someone to help you make the story of the 2010, 2011 Blue Hens, you know where to find me. I'll be the producer. You'll be the star. We'll make it work.
Come on, baby. I love it. Sounds good.
Laith, we appreciate it. Good luck. Find him on FX, American Sports Story, and hey, and I don't know if you can hear this. We got the Delaware fights on playing. There it is. Laith, we appreciate you, man. I'll make sure everybody knows where to find you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my friend.